What's up, everybody? Rusty Buckets, the 2 Buck Sports Show here with your post-game bounce of the Memphis Grizzlies 132-130 heartbreaking loss to the Atlanta Hawks tonight. It's 3 straight games the Memphis Grizzlies have lost on a late shot. The back-to-back games we've lost on a late shot to a sub-500 team. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. This team is not good right now. We're not playing good basketball. Desmond Bane had a whale of a night, and I'll get into individual performances here in a minute. But that was an abysmal performance, particularly late. To lose by 2 in a game where you led by 13 points with 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter to a team you have no business losing to. We are better than the Hawks in every capacity except for on the scoreboard tonight. You know, we've got players that are sitting out for soreness. I'm not going to dig too deep on that other than everybody is sore this time of the year. We got guys sitting out when we have a homestand where we had an opportunity to build some momentum. We're now 2-5 since the All-Star break. Had an opportunity to build some momentum heading into an Oklahoma City showdown that ESPN picked up for a nationally televised game. And I'm embarrassed that we're playing in that game, honestly. You know, crazier things have happened, but I'm not looking forward to Wednesday night at 8:30. I also have the post-game bounce for that, so I'm going to have to stay up past my bedtime and talk about it as well. But tonight's game, man, was just a microcosm of the season as a whole. Second quarters have been our absolute death snare these last couple of weeks. Since the All-Star break, we are giving up 36.7 points per game in the second quarter, including 42 versus Atlanta tonight, 46 against San Antonio on Saturday, and a 50-piece to the Indiana Pacers first game back from the All-Star break. This is back-to-back games where we have given up a 40-plus point second quarter en route to a 70-point or more first half to a team with a sub-500 record. You get the point. This is awful. This is unacceptable. Back-to-back wasted games by one of our big three. Jaren had 42 in a loss on Saturday, and tonight Desmond Bane goes for a triple-double. All for naught. Now, he had a rough final few possessions with some air balls, dribbled off his foot, and then Dyson Daniels took his lunch money and found a streaky Karis LeVert to end the game. But we've wasted big three performances in back-to-back games. The defensive game plan tonight was awful. Your coach does not get off the hook tonight for this. It was awful. He was, again, lost at how to make changes or make stops or do something different defensively. We're crashing the crap out of the paint right now. I know I can't cuss on these, Kenny. I'm trying. We're crashing the crap out of the paint right now, leaving guys wide open for threes. We're getting cooked night in and night out by guys having their best night of the season. Zachary Richichet had a monster game tonight as a rookie, and he's not been playing all that great, but he did tonight. Same with Garrison Matthews, the Tennessee native tonight. Again, having a career high night from three. Like, what are we doing where we're continuously giving up these type performances to guys that have no business beating us? But we'll talk more about that in a minute. Individual performances, again, Desmond Bane, 35, 10, and 10. Great night for Desmond, proving why he was paid what he was until the end of the game. And then the turnover late, some bad possessions late. Like, we just don't have an identity. And it's not just on Desmond for those turnovers. We had no business being in that position anyway. We have no identity on offense. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's a bunch of isolation plays, and if they don't work, we're screwed. We don't really know what to do right now. We're completely lost as a basketball team. It didn't help that Jaren, our Iron Man, who has played a monster amount of minutes for us and carried this team for the better part of 2 seasons, went down early with a nasty ankle turn. Hopefully it's just a sprain. Hopefully it's nothing big. Hopefully he's better and ready to go for Wednesday night, because God knows we're going to need him. Because it was obvious that we missed Jaren tonight. Like, defensively, we were a mess. G.G. Jackson Jr., who I have championed on several shows on this network, is a revolving door on defense. Guy is an absolute liability. I was wrong in trying to call for him to be a starter. I mean, offensively, great. What he finished with, 11.7 rebounds. That's fine. But he cannot defend. He was a revolving door tonight defensively. Couldn't stop a nosebleed. Everybody blew by GG, and he would turn and look at the referee or the bench like this, and it's like, bro, your guy's making a layup. I don't know what you want from us. Vince's defense wasn't great tonight. Again, the Hawks filled it up. Absolutely shot the lights out, particularly in the second half. Went on a 19-6 run to close out the game, and we had no answer for it. No Vince, no BC heroics tonight. Gigi was not great defensively. There was a few bright spots here and there with Gigi, with BC with some great tip outs. Again, Gigi was fine offensively. Scottie Pippen Jr. had a couple of nice steals. We shot 50% from the field, but the Hawks shot 57%. 39% from three, but the Hawks shot 46%. We did shoot 92% again from the free throw line. So I guess if there is a bright spot, we are shooting the ball better from the free throw line. We had 12 first half turnovers en route to 20 points off those turnovers. We finished the night with 19 turnovers. These two teams are some of the worst in the NBA in turnovers. We had 19 and the Hawks had 12. Those 29 points off turnovers are getting crippling. Night in and night out, we just don't know what we're doing with the basketball. The players are not playing great, but again, your head coach has no idea what he's doing offensively or defensively right now. The defensive game plan is a nightmare. We don't know what we're doing. We're leaving guys wide open on threes. We're closing, we're crashing, we're overhelping. We look like a middle school basketball team right now. Yes, players make plays and players win and lose games, but coaches put them in positions to make plays, and we're not in position right now. This is a top-to-bottom abysmal failure from superstars sitting out, our coach not knowing, being absolutely clueless on the sideline, and just continued poor effort. The energy was bad. I heard boo birds in the FedEx Forum tonight for the first time since we were booing Dylan and some of his antics back a year and a half ago. And that's not great, man. Like, you're losing this fan base with this type effort and performance. Like, we had no business losing this game. We're now 0-3 on a homestand with a game looming on Wednesday night against the number one seed in the Western Conference and arguably the best team in the NBA. And if we play like we did tonight, they're going to absolutely embarrass us on national TV. We're not a serious contender right now. We're barely a decent basketball team because of effort level, smart plays, and being in the right position. A lot of that starts with our head coach, Taylor Jenkins, who's the most unserious head coach in the association. I mean, our minute restriction and our minute limits and what we play guys is ridiculous. We literally played, and I said I was going to take a lap before I did this to try and calm down, but we literally played 11 basketball players in the first quarter. I'll give you Tripp's injury. That's fine. Like, we had to play somebody in those minutes. We put Gigi in, but we played 10 players in the first quarter. We played 10 players in the first quarter against an Atlanta Hawks team who we had no business being competitive with. And the tune of that led to, it was a 34-28 lead at the end of the first quarter, but they scored 42 points in the second quarter. Man, we still playing these goofy rotations and running guys in and out, playing 10, 11 basketball players. What are we doing? I understand the regular season is for coaches to figure things out, but you figure that out in November, December, not March. We got 20 games to go, 20 games left in this regular season. And this is the product that we're getting. We're still throwing crap at the wall and see what sticks. I hope this serves as a wake-up call. I don't know that it will. We've had back-to-back embarrassing losses. We've lost 3 games in a row in poor fashion. Friday night was Taylor Jenkins' 100% fault for not calling a timeout and saving the 8-second violation and then telling Vince to crash and leave OG Anunoby open for a game winner. You give up a freaking layup to tie the game, not a 3 to win the game. Same defensive scheme at the end of the Spurs game. You let De'Aaron Fox go left. By the way, he's left-handed, finds an easy layup, and we lose. And then tonight, being in a dogfight with the Atlanta Hawks, I'm trying to be nice, and I'm trying to be like level-headed with this and not crash out. But here we are. We go through these things together, right? We're fans. That's what we do. But this product sucks, and you're losing the team has lost energy. The apathy is very evident. Santi said it best. We're not respecting the game. We're not doing the little things well. And it's biting us in the butt, man. Until this team gets an identity both offensively and defensively and finds that energy and passion for basketball, it's going to continue to be rough nights. And don't tell me it's just March. Because you told me, oh, it's just October. It's just November. It's just December. We'll figure it out. It's just January. Well, it's March, and the regular season finale is looming very large later in the season. It's not that far down the road. You know, my co-host of the 2 Buck Sports Show and I pre-recorded. We recorded today for our Tuesday show. It'll drop later today if this is posted in the morning. And we argued about what's better, the 2 or the 5 seed. And brother, I think we're going to be fighting for our life for the 5 seed. And that doesn't end well because we play a Houston team who has punked us and out-physicaled us in 3 out of 4 games, and it feeds directly into Oklahoma City. I argued and fought this. We need to try and get that 2 seed to get home court advantage. Tonight's effort tells me it may not matter. Regardless, the Memphis Grizzlies lost tonight. Again, Desmond Bane, triple-double is positive. Good for Dez. Still a negative net 3. Luke Kennard, 17 points. Zach Edey had 15 and 5. Edey was pretty good in the paint, being big. He was one of the only – him and Vince and John Conchar were the only ones that are positive plus-minus tonight. Edey played fine in his 27 minutes. It was good to see BC back out there with stitches in his face. But I'm done talking about this. We're 10 and a half minutes in. This game sucked. The effort sucked. The outcomes sucked. We're just not in a great spot right now. We try again on Wednesday. Again, it's a late night. The 50-11 Thunder come to Memphis. It's an 8:30 tip on ESPN now. God help us, because the Thunder are a buzzsaw right now. We got guys out for soreness. We may not have Jaren, and the apathy is rampant on this basketball team. We need somebody to throw a chair in the locker room. Whether it be Santi, be Zach Edey, it doesn't matter. Jalen Wells played great tonight. Maybe he'll step up, but he's quiet, probably won't. But somebody needs to throw a chair and break a clipboard and figure something out to find some fight and some fire in this team. Again, we run it back on Wednesday at 8:30. I'll see you on the post-game bounce after that. In the meantime, check out all of our shows, bluffcitymedia.co, Bluff City Media on YouTube and on X, formerly known as Twitter. Come let us know where you think you're right and we're wrong. Come hang with us. We're the best content creators in the game right now in Memphis, and it's not close. Go Grizz, as always. See y'all on Wednesday.